Once upon a time, wealthy people bought their own planes. Later, other rich people realized they could buy shares in a jet instead of owning one. Today, alternatives to commercial air travel are entering the Uber age, making airplane travel and on-demand perk as accessible, and sometimes almost as affordable, as ordering up a car.
In the space pioneered by venerable players such as NetJets and XO, nimble newcomers are redefining what we'll call affordable private jet luxury. You no longer have to pay thousands of dollars. All you need is an app, a few $100 and, often, a tolerance for tiny aircraft. The latest wave of growth is just the beginning. The private jet industry is currently booming, says Andres Morales, Executive Vice President of Global Operations for the aviation consultation company Skyline Group MC. With more companies and individuals buying private aircraft, more jets are flying under capacity, so they look for different ways to offset their cost of ownership. That has resulted in an increase in the accessibility to flying private through different digital platforms that connect the consumer to a private aircraft. The newer players are capitalizing on three trends. First, cautious travelers are seeking ways to avoid crowded airport terminals and pressurized aircraft cabins following the coronavirus outbreak. Second, airlines are pulling back from less profitable routes to smaller airports, complicating commercial travel to second-tier destinations. And third, elite flyers who typically travel business class are getting fed up with flying commercial. Security lines have grown significantly pre-coronavirus, legroom is shrinking and personal device holders are replacing in-flight entertainment screens. Private jet operators are seeing a dramatic rise in demand as a result of the pandemic. Unsurprisingly, we have witnessed a substantial increase in the demand for private aviation, both from new members of XO and current members, during this sensitive time triggered by the coronavirus. Ron Silverman, Chief Commercial Officer of California-based on-demand private jet charter company XO told us. We expect demand to continue to grow as the situation remains unsettled, and we are committed to meeting these requests. Plus, thanks to the $50 billion U.S. airline bailout in April, private jet operators will enjoy a significant tax holiday through the end of the year. They won't need to tack on the usual 7.5% federal excise tax on airfare, translating into lower prices for consumers. With that in mind, let's look at some of the emerging players in the affordable private jet luxury space. While some services on this list are not entirely private, they all offer the convenience of flying out of smaller airports and private terminals where you can usually arrive just minutes before your scheduled departure time and avoid long security lines.
JSX calls itself an industry disruptor, aiming to revolutionize the flying experience, with celeb-worthy flying at an accessible price. Behind the hype is a straightforward proposition. You're buying a seat on a private jet rather than chartering the whole plane. JSX's fleet of Embraer 135 and 145 regional jets operates scheduled service 7 days a week between cities like Burbank, BUR, Concord, CCR, Las Vegas, LAS, Oakland, Oak, Seattle Boeing Field, BFI, Santa Ana, SNA, Phoenix, PHX, Reno Tahoe, RNO, and Dallas, DAL. JSX also says it operates various seasonal destinations and pop-up flights, such as to Mammoth Lakes, MMH. The jets operate from private hangars and terminals. Cutting out lines and baggage checks is a huge part of its selling proposition. The Points Guy reviewed a JSX flight from Las Vegas, LAS, to Burbank, BUR, noting that the experience was remarkably hassle-free. Flights clock in as low as $89 each way, and you can even earn True Blue points for your flights. Among the believers are JetBlue founder David Neeleman and Zappos CEO Tony Hsieh, both of whom invested. JetBlue and Qatar Airways also took a stake.
Although best known for its continuous helicopter service to airports in New York, Miami, and Los Angeles, Blade offers on-demand charters for helicopters, turboprops and any class of private jet to practically anywhere in the world. As you'd expect, chartering a plane isn't cheap, but much like JSX, Blade also lets you book by the seat on regularly scheduled flights to popular vacation spots such as Aspen, Miami, and Nassau. Blade also recently launched a new feature called Flight Tilt that allows you to propose a shared charter on your schedule. The flight is confirmed once 4 other seats are sold. Alternatively, if you're looking to fly between New York to Florida and want to guarantee your shared charter at the time of booking, you can reserve a minimum of 2 seats for $3,750 each and allow Blade to sell the remaining seats on your flight. Blade's scheduled New York to Miami service, dubbed Blade On, is operated using uniquely configured Bombardier CRJ-200s that fly between Westchester, HPN, and Miami's Opa-locka Airport, OPF. This type of aircraft is typically used as a regional commercial passenger jet and can hold up to 50 people, but Blades have been converted into luxury jets for 16. On board, passengers enjoy an array of amenities, such as gourmet food provided by BLT restaurants, iPads preloaded with entertainment, cashmere blankets and specially designed amenity kits with personal care products from boutique brands. One-way tickets start at $2,850 each, or $3,345, including 15-minute helicopter transfers between Manhattan and Westchester. What ups the value is that if you purchase a set of 2 round-trip tickets on Blade On, you'll also get a room for the weekend at the opulent Vienna Hotel Miami Beach. I recently got to experience this service and it was truly A-list from beginning to end. Blade On flights to Aspen are operated by a Gulfstream G400 large jet and start at $3,500 per seat. Regardless of whether it's a Blade On or Flight Tilt flight, Blade is now requiring pre-flight COVID-19 testing for all passengers and crew for all shared jet flights. If you're new to Blade, you can receive $50 off your first flight when you sign up with the code BRYANTH&F. Those under 28 can get discounts on flights between Manhattan and the Hamptons, Nantucket and Miami with a Blade GX membership.
Surfair, what if you could fly as often as you want, whenever you want, for a monthly membership fee? That's the concept behind Los Angeles-based Surfair, which pioneered all-you-can-fly in 2013. You can arrive up to 15 minutes before your flight on one of Surfair's Swiss-built Pilatus PC-12 single-engine turboprops. New York fashion house Bespoken designed the clubby interiors. Since its U.S. debut, more than 215,000 guests have flown Surfair between about a dozen West Coast destinations, including Los Angeles, Oakland and Santa Barbara. Moving forward, the company plans to improve its operation by honing in on a few key routes, such as the Bay Area to Los Angeles and Dallas to Houston. The company offers 4 membership options, ranging from $199 per month to $2,999 per month. Access, $199 per month. Gain access to all flights on a per-seat basis. Advanced, $999 per month. Unlimited off-peak flights for free and access to buy everything else, Freedom, $2,499 per month. Access the majority of flight inventory, including peak flights for free. Unlimited, $2,999 per month. Fly where and when you want across the entire network with no limits. The per-seat price for scheduled flights usually starts at $99 for off-peak, $199 for peak and $349 for premium. You can unlock preferred pricing and flight credits with a Founders Card membership. Surfair recently also introduced added nationwide on-demand charters to its offering, with charters starting at $400 per hour. You can choose from thousands of aircraft and book directly online without needing to speak with a broker. Like Blade, Surfair does not own or operate any aircraft but rather acts as an agent for its members.
Wheelsup has undeniably become a major player in the space since its launch in 2013 and will continue to grow now that it has acquired Delta Private Jets and Gamma Aviation. The new combined company has a fleet of over 300 aircraft. Members can book flights on an on-demand basis, including via an app that allows customers to pool costs with other customers booking overlapping trips. Wheelsup offers 3 membership tiers: Connect, Core and Business. Initiation fees range from $2,995 in year 1 for a Connect membership to upwards of $29,500 in year 1 for the business membership. Annual dues drop to $2,495 and $14,500, respectively, in year 2. Connect members get access to some of the most popular Wheelsup features, including Hot Flights, which allows you to book discounted empty leg flights when an aircraft is scheduled to fly without any passengers, for as low as $320 for an entire plane. Like JSX and Blade, you can also fly by the seat on scheduled shuttle or charter flights to popular events. Core and business members can take advantage of 24 and 48-hour aircraft type guarantees, plus dynamic pricing with rates capped at $4,695 per hour for a King Air 350i. A mid-sized partner jet will set you back $7,695 per hour. Members also have the opportunity to fast-track Delta Medallion status, earn Delta Sky Miles, get discounts on select Delta fares and more. Non-travel, wheels down, benefits include access to events such as private parties at Art Basel Miami, the Super Bowl and a hospitality house at the Masters Tournament. Founders Card members can get a flight credit upon purchasing Wheelsup membership.
As the company tells it, London-based CEO Clive Jackson dreamed up the idea for Victor when a cancelled air route curtailed travel to his second home in Mallorca. The concept is simple. Search for and book a private jet charter directly, with no intermediary between travelers and operators. Another self-proclaimed disruptor, Victor connects well-heeled travelers to 200 partner operators who manage more than 7,000 charter aircraft worldwide. Plus, every dollar spent with Victor earns 1 point in its frequent flyer program, Alto. Planes range from Boeing 767s to Gulfstream IVs to Embraer EMB 120 Brasilia turboprops. Ordering up a Hawker 1000 jet round trip from Teterboro, New Jersey to West Palm Beach, Florida will run you around $25,000. However, you can score savings of about 50% to 75% by booking one of Victor's empty leg specials. Just remember that empty legs require you to be flexible and have a backup option if your flight is cancelled.
NetJets is not an emerging, or necessarily affordable, player, but it's still the most recognized in this space. If there's a granddad of the relative democratization of private jet luxury, it's NetJets, which helped pioneer the concept of fractional jet ownership in 1986. Warren Buffett, an early customer, loved the company so much he bought it in 1998. Its programs target high-net-worth travelers. The pitch is that fractional ownership beats buying your own plane. You can trade up to a bigger, fancier aircraft if you tire of your airborne investment. A 1/16th ownership, or about 50 hours, costs around $600,000. Meanwhile, a 1/2 interest, about 400 flight hours, balloons to $4.5 million. The company also offers the Marquis Jet Card, which provides flight time in 25-hour increments, starting at around $150,000 for a light jet inclusive of fuel charges and taxes. But with average flying times being around half of commercial routes and access to nearly any airport, there's real value, if you are wealthy or a celebrity.
Linear. Founder William Herp calls Linear Air an air taxi for regional trips of 700 to 800 miles, when you don't want to drive and there's no good airline option. On sites like Kayak, he said, we come up as the only non-stop option between places like New York City and Ithaca, or Harrisburg and Bar Harbor, Maine. The company was founded in 2004 and has grown by more than 1,600% since then. It doesn't own a single plane. Like ride-hailing apps, the company partners with operators across the US, Canada, and the Caribbean. A straightforward interface lets you request departure and arrival airports by inputting a street address or zip code. Herp told TPG that the average transaction comes to about $2,000 for a passenger configuration of 3 to 8 seats. When you fill up the seats and maximize the opportunity, you're talking about $500 to $800 per person, or less than many commercial flights. There are several companies offering charter subscriptions and private jet-like experiences for less than you might think. Since there aren't any reasonable ways to book private jet flights with points and miles, be sure to use a credit card that maximizes the return on private jet travel, because there are some serious points-earning opportunities here.
The Platinum Card from American Express is generally an excellent option for booking flights. It earns 5x membership rewards points for airfare booked directly with the airline or American Express Travel. Starting January 1, 2021, earn 5x points on up to $500,000 on these purchases per calendar year, and now comes with numerous travel protections. However, private flights often don't code as airfare or even travel at all, so you'll probably be better off using a card with a high return on everyday spending, such as Chase Freedom Unlimited.